That's fine. Well, I got a dog perfectly in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm making it work.
Short arm syndrome.
Short arm fat stomach syndrome,
we're
right?
live already?
Yeah.
Yay, pre-show. Kind of like pre-cum.
I'm making it as good as fast as I can. Go to live. Luckily, that stupid thing doesn't have any.
Wow. Brittany and them got answers about Haley.
Nice.
Or their daughter, Haley.
Yeah.
Huh?
She got severe shin splints and borderline fracture.
Oh.
Ow.
She's out for a while.
She's out of the soccer season.
You're lucky. That's all it is.
Oh, she's got to be.
You might be heartbroken now.
Yeah. Yeah, she has got to be. She's got to be devastated.
I'd rather be heartbroken than dead.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
It sucks, but.
no, I get it.
Got it. Fang, you look so upset. Fang bang.
Hmm?
You're broken. I need my husband back.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that?
I need my husband back. I can't sell him. It's a temptation, though.
Need help, old lady? She's taking out from Dad.
She's still taking after her father. Are you gonna help me? Stay there. Oh, thanks, big boy.
That is funny. Whew. That is
You good?
funny.
You're totally taking after your father. Holy crap.
Do you feel better, little one?
What are you looking at? Oh my god, Timo. Oh no.
No, I was checking an order. One of them was transferred to the post office, and the other one still hasn't. My daughter's socks are going to come before the rest of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
The mouse.
Yep.
The one thing I'm not picking up off the floor. I just picked my ass up off the floor.
You know, if it was a cordless one, it'd be a hamster.
Navi, go wash your hands.
Because hamsters don't have tails.
Or
Mice do.
Wash your hands, please.
But, Mom, I didn't pee on them, I don't think.
If
You're
you're
not
struggling
right
to
there,
poop
you're
that
not
Hello,
right.
Tuba the Oob.
Facebook's up too.
Hello, book in the face. Everlasting book in the face. Yeah, my son said he watches us on YouTube because he's tired of the beep, beep, beep.
Oh, that's right. They do phase it out.
Yeah. Well, at least before we had the captions at one point. You know, those would have been cool. But no. Sending out the invites, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Yay. I can't even turn my mic on yet
Why can you not?
because Crystal's not ready.
I'm not ready yet.
And we are a go.
Yay.
Or the mic's gonna pick up her good string.
It's
There's no volume on it.
there's no
No words.
Words.
No words, no sound. What? No, too warm. I am too warm for a fanger banger on my shirt.
But
Go see
Uncle
Janelle.
Kelly,
Go see Janelle.
no, don't come see me.
Go see Janelle.
No,
Get it through your thick skull. Go see Janelle.
no.
Go see Janelle. Now that doesn't mean you come over too.
Oh,
I am too warm right now to have a dog on me.
Can you hand me the wipes up there? The green and white ones?
Hon, you're closer.
what?
The
On the
green.
computer desk, there's a tub
The
of wipes.
green and white
Yeah.
canister.
I didn't want to break your wife.
Break my wife.
At this point, you're married. I don't care.
We got to get you a new pair of gnome leggings. Those are
Okay.
starting to sag in wrong places.
Well, I'm also losing them as I'm walking there.
Free peep show.
Hi, Bang. Are you comfortable?
Of course he is. Husband. Alright, as much as I say I miss him, I'm also angry with him right now.
Uh-oh.
My daughter, whom I love so dearly.
Yes, please do tell us.
Poured milk on mine and his laptop. Cleaned his.
Ooh,
She thought it was thirsty, I'm guessing.
was it an accident?
It was an accident. Which is, it is what it is. Because, like, you can tell my laptop's old as shit. But, I'd love it if my husband actually cleaned it like he said he was going to. Are you okay?
She's your kid.
I mean, shit. We have a routine when I go pick her up from school now.
Oh,
You know what our routine is? 35 minutes of playing at the school before she can leave.
well.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Hopefully you're feeling if-ish, and not sickish.
We're gonna pretend if-ish is a word.
Pardon him and his lingo. He had espresso, chocolate mocha.
I'm already off of that.
Yeah, okay.
Not like I ate the whole thing.
You made a whole big chunk of it there.
Honey, the piece was that big.
It was bigger than that there.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I still have a whole pie at home, and if I don't cut it, it counts as one piece.
Oh,
Honey.
hell.
Nothing has changed.
It's like, oh, you can only have one bottle of wine?
Yeah.
And it's that big old Costco thing?
Yep. Put a straw in the bottle, and it's considered a glass.
Her granddaughter Oakley says hi.
Her granddaughter who?
Oakley.
Oakley. Okay.
Oakland. If
Brad?
you
Hi, Oakley.
Hi, Oakley.
Hi, Fanny. Make a nice good arm rest. What?
Hey, all right, I got power. Oh, Christmas moose, oh, Christmas moose.
Wrong season, dear.
Yeah, please, can we make it through with
Summer first. All the tornado sirens on my birthday going off like they do every year. Except last year.
Yeah, so it wasn't every year, so yeah.
I was thinking
Fight
more
me.
of at least October. I'm sorry, like
Okay, October would work.
Halloween. That's all I care about.
September. I want September.
No, I want the trick or treating to be warm. I don't want to freeze again.
I will send you a message a little later. It involves her.
You got Oakley giggling at your singing.
Don't quit your day job, big boy.
Nope. I'm just waiting for
Numbers.
the numbers. Yep.
It's
I
been
feel
2
a
weeks.
little surrounded by animal critters.
How old is Oakley?
I don't know.
Not
Jennifer,
18.
how old is Oakley?
If she's laughing at your singing, she's not 18. $11,876.
11,876.
Hi, China.
Oh, the shit.
3.
Stuck in the couch.
She's 3, dear.
Okay, I did not.
I just why I said she's not 18 and she's laughing at the singing.
Yep.
That was the only dead giveaway on that one.
Ah, the terrific 3s.
Oh, the sensory seesaw chair. That was that.
Filed.
Pretty much.
I'm, I'm working on getting to the.
I have someone who comes cleans the house. I don't give a shit.
Good.
Ooh.
How do I put this nicely? It looks cleaner than it normally does.
Minus
Actually,
the
that
dog.
was between Paul and the person who came to clean it. There's different.
Oh.
Because Paul's like, you're always bitching and moaning, and I don't clean shit. Da 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 da.
Pregnancy hormone.
I'm bitching because I don't have all the stuff I want for the baby yet. And he's like, you've got time. I'm 24 weeks.
Those last weeks are going to fly. Let's
Yeah.
see, 24. Most people carry what, 39? 36, 39?
Yeah.
Okay, so 10, 11, 12 weeks.
Where the fuck are you doing math? It's 15. I'm 34. Or 24. Shit. 24. 39. That is 15 weeks.
But if you go to 34, that's 10.
Still, it's gonna fly by.
It's still gonna fly by, and I agreed with you,
Right.
but your math went.
No, my math made
And I'm
perfect
like,
logical
It's
sense.
Illinois
I
now.
said, you're
Illinois.
at 24. Most people give birth between 36 and 34. I should have
Well,
said
my first
34 and
one was
36.
39. That's why I'm like,
How much was
So if
29
it's at
weeks?
34 weeks, that's 10 weeks.
fuck no. I haven't even
That's
filled out.
10 Fridays.
I haven't even filled out my FMLA paperwork for the baby yet.
You need to get on that.
Bro, I'm.
Do I need to send you a message on Monday morning reminding you?
Do I
You
need
have
to?
to print
Because
it
we ain't
off.
gonna be able to access
Huh?
my phone.
I gotta print it off.
Oh, so what you're telling me is I'm going to get another. Hey.
No, I'll print it off at work. We technically, instead of getting like an extra 10-cent raise or whatever, we get X amount of paper we can print.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a big fucking.
I'm like, who the fuck prints off anything anymore? You bastards.
I do, but anyway. You know, I love it. I was flipping the book at his face, and my buddy was all excited because they had therapy horses come to his work. Little mini
What?
Shetlands or whatever the hell. They're really cute.
The mini ponies, yeah.
Yeah. And I commented on it. I says, man, your company cares about you. You get mini horses. We get shit. Literally.
I'm gonna need a mini horse if I gotta go dealing with this. I've been dealing with for the past 2 weeks.
You do. She's in the kennel.
I can't take that horse. I mean,
Sure.
technically, if I get her registered, I sure the fuck can, because he's registered, but he's not going to work with me.
No.
He would die going up the fucking stairs.
Yeah, Fang.
He
Oh,
got
hell
that
no.
right there. If he knowing him, he might eat a piece of paper wrong and give him a paper cut. And then you throw that up and then eat that.
The dog he's broken, okay?
This is dog that she would have the window open that one morning and he would try to jump out it while the
Uh-huh.
car is moving
Yeah, but
again.
look at him. He's so
He's cute, that's it.
he's
Dopey.
cute.
That's the only thing he's got going for him right now.
And
There's
he's
no
a
brain
nice
cells.
Just like
warm-
your husband.
He's gives extra warmth.
Yeah, sometimes.
Hey, cooler fish.
Good ditties.
Yeah.
So shall we start this cluster fuck?
Sure.
I am ready when you is. Hold on, let me make sure I've got everything. Notifications down, media up. Okay, I is ready when you is.
That's it.
Okay? Okay?
Go.
Be advised, graphic language about to ensue. You have been warned.
Oh, he just farted.
I just got a message. Look at that baby bump. I know.
Mine or hers? No, I don't need a Windows update right now in the middle of a show.
I need it. Plus, you know how hard it is to get on the floor?
Quite difficult because when you have a break, you can't get back up.
Haha. She says, my baby belly, my bump, your belly's bigger.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'll admit it. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
"You bang," and I'm looking me out of my spot.
Really wanted. I wanted a dog from this same breed he is, but the XL version.
Okay.
They're both here to look great. Great protectors. They actually have a brain. I don't know what the fuck happened to you.
He jumped out of a car window.
I'm lost, but anyway.
Oh, the dog. I want to pay.
Hello,
pay some fucking money
everybody.
for.
It is Friday,
It is.
May 2nd,
It is.
which means
And
I cannot go to work on Monday.
Why?
It's Star Wars Day.
Oh shit! That's
I
my
go on Revenge of the Sith.
that's my ex-husband's wedding anniversary with his new wife.
Okay. Anyway, so I hope everybody had a decent week. Mine, yeah. We're not going there, but I did get to go see Drink Bitch, and I did go see my old work wife and his wife, and we had a ball. We went to the archery range. Lots of fun. Gave him his birthday gifts that he was supposed to get last month. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And I hope Sammy didn't eat the frosting off the Pop Tart.
if he did, he did. Been kind of an interesting. I have a few to, I found a bunch of stuff on Facebook, and now it's just I got to figure out which one I want to read, because for some reason it's being a pain in my ass. It's not. Okay, well, I got these. So let's try to get a few in here. I think these are short ones. Yeah. I don't know if I did this one.
Don't hurt your head.
But I will tell you this much. This would have been one hell of a 5th grade party at school.
Uh-oh.
And this is actually, believe it or not, you would think that this would come out of our favorite state,
No.
Florida.
Depending on what it is, yeah.
I will just read part of this just to see if you can guess the state.
Okay.
Boy.
Okay? Isabel Bernal, 33, was arrested after allegedly providing Jello shots to students.
Fuck, I don't know where it's at, but we gotta go.
I know, right?
But okay, so if it's not,
A 5th grade now.
fucking go, teacher.
Yeah,
if it's
exactly.
If it's not Florida, we got to look at the drunkest states. Us being one of them.
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
So we have Wisconsin.
Because 10 of the drunkest cities, of the 10 drunkest cities, 8 are here in Wisconsin. Yeah, no, we know nothing about drinking. It is not Wisconsin.
Fuck. I can't remember. Is it Tennessee?
No, it's not Tennessee.
Alabama. Or
No.
Mississippi.
What was the
Louisiana.
name? Teresa Isabel Bernal.
I'm going to go with Louisiana.
I'm gonna go south of the border to Mexico.
Shit. She jumped ship already.
You know,
No.
Cuervo was out of there.
Wrong on both of you.
So fuck you.
East fucking Texas.
Well,
I mean, she's the closest out of both of us. She went to the border. I was
Yeah,
like,
well.
oh, crap.
Yeah, but East Texas.
I wouldn't think that would be the state I would do that in, though.
No. So here we go. A mother
I'd be
in
afraid
East
some 5th grader pulled a gun out on me because I screwed up a Jello.
A mother in East Texas was arrested after a child got sick from allegedly vodka-laced Jello shots at a 5th grade school holiday party in December. Yeah.
Hey, she kept him warm. What do you mean?
Don't get that cold in Texas in December. It maybe drops to 60.
And they're all bundled
Yeah,
up
true,
there acting
true,
like
true,
they're
true.
fucking dying. Calm down.
So here we go. Teresa is facing a felony count
Oh shit.
of injury to a child after multiple students consumed what officials allege were vodka-laced treats on December
Maxie.
20th
Outside?
at Jones Elementary School in Tyler. Now, this was April 26th of this year. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. According to an arrest affidavit, a Tyler Independent School District, ISD, police officer received a phone call from the Jones Elementary assistant principal that said she believed the parent had brought in Jello shots to a class Christmas party. One child threw up Oh, wow, this kid's going places.
Oh shit.
One child threw up, and another was unable to stand after consuming 6 shots, according to the
That kid is going
affidavit.
places in life.
That kid's going places. School staff said students had consumed nearly all of the tainted shots before the staff realized they contained alcohol. Oh my God, is she fugly?
That's
Look at that.
okay. She's not as bad as some of the things we've seen.
Oh, no, I know.
I was gonna say she's not as terrible.
Okay, 15 students were sent to the school nurse and reported having stomach aches and headaches, the affidavit said.
No shit, it's vodka.
Oh, yeah, it's enough to kill anybody. After returning from Christmas break, another student reported that he'd thrown up twice at school that day, according to the affidavit, while another student claimed he had passed out after school following the party. Bernal told the officer she had purchased the Jell-O shots from a local business she found on Facebook. The business is run out of a house, so she went by the house and purchased the Jell-O shots and brought them to the school for the Christmas party. Bernal denied knowing there was any alcohol in the Jell-O shots and claimed she did not intend to give alcohol-laced treats to the students. However, investigators disagreed with Bernal's claim, saying that after looking at the photo of Jell-O shots she ordered, it clearly states the Jell-O shots contain Smirnoff, the complaint says.
And it's not even the
And then in those,
vodka.
after Smirnoff, in those fucked up parentheses, those square ones, it says a vodka brand. Boy, have we failed as a... In my opinion, there is no way Bernal could have missed the fact that the Jell-O shot she purchased and bought to her daughter's 5th grade Christmas party contained drinking alcohol. During an interview with some of the teachers, they told investigators they found it odd that Bernal would bring Jell-O shots to a class party, but trusted Bernal would not bring, quote, anything harmful. Tyler ISD official shared a statement with Fox News Digital saying they were aware of Bernal's recent arrest and were working with enforcement on the investigation.
How long has she been a teacher?
I don't think she was. As the teacher was, I don't think she was a teacher. I think it was,
Or just a parent?
it was a parent, because now it says in here, the district added that Bernal has not been allowed back on campus since the incident and now faces legal consequences. According to jail records, Bernal was booked into jail on April 21st, and her bail is set at $75,000.
Woo!
She has yet to appear in court and does not appear to have a lawyer at this time.
Children too. Public school, I assume.
ISD is, yeah.
So,
Why do I feel like ISD down in Tyler, this is not the only time they've been in the news.
I remember that name from
The name is too familiar.
so we did one in Texas. I want to flop to everybody's favorite state because
It's what we
it's
do.
Florida, man. And this is April 29th of this year. I gotta get rid of this. No,
Oh, okay.
no,
What?
no, I'm trying to close an ad. And it's got that really small X, and I've got ginormous fingers.
I know the feeling.
Okay, so here we go.
Yep. The reason why Tyler SD was on my radar is because employees tape a disabled student's hands.
Ah,
So that see,
Okay.
there's a brain in there,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
and it was by 3 teachers.
Ooh.
So was not what I was looking. That's not what the story's about. I'm sorry. I
So
was just curious about the name.
Now we're going to go to Florida. We went to Texas. Let's go to Florida real quick. Because this
There's
one,
nothing quick in Florida.
that's true. It's all old people down there. And they drive like flies fuck, slow and sloppy.
You know, the worst part is my cousin drives really slow.
Old.
She's younger than me. Literally,
That
she
damn
goes.
sounds like a bunch of vaginas sloshing through the mud.
She's putting axolotls in the cave. Okay,
She's putting what?
axolotls in caves. You know what an axolotl is, right?
Yeah.
Thing that looks like it has nothing to it. Yeah. She's putting them in caves. That's why they're making that sound. Or are you talking about being and drinking?
I was talking about that thing drinking.
Oh.
That, go
So
away,
you
go
refer
away.
to your cousin as a
Put
vagina
strawberry on my
sloshing
new
through mud.
shoe.
She drives like it. Because it sounds like that. That's what I was hearing. So I was going. Fucking
No, I was
Minecraft.
talking about that. Anyway, so let's go to Florida. Palm Coast, to be exact.
I have no clue.
I love when stories start out like this. A Florida man is being labeled as a birthday suit bandit
Woo!
by deputies after they say he tried to break into a Flagler County home while naked. Keep it classy, Florida.
Unless
Matthew
there's something in
Hunter.
the air down there, I'm telling you.
No, it's the cocaine fish.
No, yeah.
This is true.
Matthew Hunter, 63, of
What?
Palm Coast, is now facing charges of attempted
Ah!
burglary, exposure of sex organs, and criminal mischief.
I got nothing.
Maybe he had some new Viagra he wanted. Now, see, if he lived in the villages, all he'd have to do is put a loofah on, and he could have walked around and advertised. Because that's what they do in the village, I guess.
Oh my god.
Hi, Zeno. Okay, so here's the backstory. On Saturday, April 26th, shortly after midnight, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office said it received a 911 call about a nude man, later identified as Hunter, who was trying to break into a residence on Fox Hill Lane in Palm Coast. The woman inside the home called 911 after she heard what sounded like a knife trying to cut through the lock on her front door.
Hang on a second. Pause. Before you go, I want to stop. you.
Rewind.
I don't want to know where he kept the knife.
That's exactly what I was gonna ask. Where the fuck did he keep this
My
knife?
prison wallet.
Oh,
Ah, there it is.
oh.
Maybe he was wearing a holster. And that's the only thing he was wearing.
It was a loincloth.
I got nothing.
Maybe it was in his weave.
Yeah.
I've seen some shit.
I'm just gonna. It was in his hand. I don't really want to know where it is.
No, I don't.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
okay. When deputies arrived, they found Hunter walking away from the woman's house completely naked as described. They also discovered gouge marks on the door frame and molding.
Okay, so we had something.
He was trying to get in with his knife.
What knife?
According to an arrest report,
Or it was a gator.
Hunter is the woman's neighbor.
Okay.
The
that's a
affidavit
freak
states
factor.
that the woman saw Hunter through her front window as he yelled that he was going to come inside the home and demand that she open the door.
But why?
And why is he naked?
But wait, there's more.
There's always more. Florida.
Deputies later spoke with Hunter's wife at their home, who said her husband had been drinking heavily and was taking psychiatric medication.
The ones you're not supposed to mix and drink.
It's
Yeah.
Florida.
What do you expect?
She admitted
Let's
she
be
was
an
afraid of
alchemist,
him,
shall we?
but had no idea he had left their home as she had been asleep.
Bitch, lock the door. Look, I'm sorry.
County court records show that Hunters expect to appear for an arraignment hearing on May 27th at 8:30 a.m.
I wonder if he'll show up naked.
So there we go. There is.
Talking about naked things and about the same age because it's fucking weird. People know I work fraud, right? I'm not going to say where, but I work fraud. I have seen pictures of people, and I'm going to say this honestly, and as nicely as humanly fucking possible, and I don't think that's really going to be easy. If you are going on dating sites, websites, and you have to pay for these, if you do, please, for the love of God, get the phone number of the person you're talking to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, because the minute you report all of this shit is fraud, that dating site is going to show me everything you've posted.
Mhm. Oh, the shit you've seen.
I have seen a 50-some-year-old man in God's glory, and that's all I'm going to say.
God's glory and God's green earth.
Be careful what you say. These places are actually recording you.
I believe it. So, do I have time for one that kind of pisses me off?
Sure, go ahead.
This one comes out of the great loser state of California.
Okay, fish.
That's not really a loser
Oh, where
state.
bees are fish. My bad.
I identify as a snowflake, and I identify as
A liberal
My ass
twat
hurts.
waffle.
I'm in here.
Oh, wait a minute. If you're a snowflake, can you even call somebody a twat waffle?
No. That's
Because it might offend
discrimination.
waffles.
Fuck you up and down. Okay.
I'm just saying. So, I've done a little bit of research on this one,
Uh-huh.
and this is true.
I'm gonna kick it out.
And I am so fucking pissed at this right now. And you know me, I'm usually pretty easy and run of the mill about everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just there was a proposal to make it a felony in California to purchase 16 and 17-year-olds for sex.
Wait a second. It's not? Sounds like prostitution.
It does.
Just that proposal to make it a felony to purchase 16 and 17-year-olds for sex is being blocked by California's Democrats.
Doesn't make sense. But you know what? It's probably an end game, though, because they're like, we want something if we take something away.
So last year there was a Senate bill, SB 1414, to make it a felony to purchase sex from all children. I'm unclear why it wasn't a felony before this, but it's California. Know what I mean?
Bees are fish.
The California Democrats forced amendments to that bill saying that if the teen was only 16 or 17-year-olds, buying them for sex would be a misdemeanor. This year's Assembly Bill, AB 370.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, you remember Fisher Bees.
I know. That's why I'm sitting here. I'm like,
This year's Assembly Bill, AB 379, was supposed to close the loophole of the Senate bill and go back to making it a felony to purchase any minor for sex.
Why is there a loophole, period?
I-
You buy somebody for sex, it's called prostitution. And out of 99% of the country, it's illegal. Unless you're in that 1% on Nevada, which is legal in the city.
I'm not even going to finish that one. That is Fisher Bees, and you can buy a 16 and 17-year-old for sex, but it's only a misdemeanor.
You got me fucked up.
Welcome to California.
I'm so glad my son don't live there. He's 16.
Is that old already?
Yeah. I know.
Feel old yet?
Bitch, I've been feeling old. I've been feeling old the minute I got pregnant with this asshole.
Who loves to eat?
You don't know that's an asshole yet.
No, it's an asshole. I'm tired of getting up every hour to pee.
Well, that's normal for me.
Give a fuck if it's
I mean,
Navi.
Navi, get off of my computer. You don't
You can't
sit on that,
sit on the
sweetheart.
computer.
You can't sit on that. I'm sorry I
Hey, come here.
screamed.
Come here. It's okay.
You can't sit on my computer,
You can't
sweetheart.
sit on the computer, okay? I love you too.
She wants to
can't
crawl
sit on
back in.
God, no.
No, I'm not.
There's not enough
Barely
room.
enough
Fuck
room
no,
for
there's
it.
not.
You already got twins.
There isn't. No. Oh, hush. Yeah.
You get a pussy licking your finger. So, where are we going today,
Just shove my finger in there. It's like, what the fuck? Now you know how I feel.
Brain?
Okay. Besides the turn of events that I was looking at there. Before I go too far, because you went off on a tangent for a second, before I go to California. So that kind of worked. You do. What?
Spit it out. We know you're good at spitting, according to Paul.
Was it JFK Jr., the
Yeah.
medical fucking guru, apparently? Is fucking moron?
Well, he's better than Fauci.
At least Fauci knew that autism was.
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
Don't piss off the aura of the pregnant woman.
Oh. They're trying to say that is a new disease. Because only the new people are getting it. You realize Eminem has it.
Only the new people.
The new. Yeah, the younger generation. Which is not true. There's actually several actors and actresses that have it. It's not a new disease.
I understand that. But I think why
Dana, quit describing.
there are
Yeah.
cases that are obviously cleared up. But I wonder a lot how much is a lot of it is the teachers just don't want to deal with rowdy kids.
No, that 100% is different.
Oh, you
But
give his brother kisses.
I could see where he's
trying
saying,
to eat his ear.
I see how you're portraying it, but how it was said
okay,
was not the way it came out.
so it was misconstrued.
Correct.
It wasn't worded correctly,
Hell no, you can't.
in your opinion. Well, but I understand what you're saying, but
No,
like
because,
you said, you can see where I'm coming from.
yes.
Oh my God, the kid's hyper. He's got autism or ADHD.
Which
Get him
they
on
do a
meds
lot.
so we don't have to fucking deal with him.
100%. That I do see. But in the way he said it, is that only the younger generation is because they can't handle it.
Okay,
That is wrong. It's not because
Okay.
they can't handle it.
okay.
And the worst part is, there's probably adults who have it
I don't know.
because it wasn't correctly identified in the first place.
And now the new cases are catching up.
Correct.
Okay.
See,
Now it makes sense.
the way when he said it was not the way it was supposed. No.
So it was the writer's fuck up versus his fuck up. Because whoever wrote the speech for him
Yeah, because you know he can't fucking do it himself.
Anybody in the government do anything for themselves? Anyway, moving on.
But he wants to add in an autistic. What do you say? An autism tracker.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who is getting services for autism needs to be tracked.
Anyone who's on the spectrum, period.
Yes. The
Which means
autism.
I'd qualify for it. Anybody with learning disabilities, such as myself, would be required to have
Correct.
it.
Which would put a huge damper on things, because if they say she has a learning disability, they can say she does not qualify for this, this, and this. She can't own a certain item that is currently in your possession, and they would require you to take it out. And that's where
They'd get them one piece at a time.
Maybe she has a fucking bullet in her head.
Like I said, one piece at a time. And if you've seen, I know you've seen them, but if you've seen their food in the other room, I would be able to give them one piece at a time.
Rest of your life?
For a very
long time.
time.
But that's what
Line them up at the door, boys. I've got plenty. Basically, he's trying to make a red flag.
Correct. Which, if you're trying to do this whole red flag and make people with mental disabilities not be able to have weapons or the correct fucking help that they need.
Okay, now this also gets back to the mental health crisis that we've discussed many a times in here.
But
I understand the purpose or the logic behind the red flags. However, okay, everything I own, with the exception of 2, are in the safe.
Yes.
Okay. Nobody knows where the other 2 are, except for me and her, because
the occasional times we do. Because it's just.
But it's usually right within my. So it's not unattended or nothing.
No, and that
but
makes sense.
What the issue is okay. If somebody has mental issues, it's the same as the guns that are used in crimes. 99% of them are stolen.
Yes.
Or illegally
stolen.
Yeah.
Where I can see the thing with and that aspect of the red flag, yes, I can see that. However, we all know that nothing's worth the paper it's printed on. That's a fact. So, but now what concerns me about the red flags, okay, is if they pass that and her and I have a fight, or we have an argument, or you and I have an argument.
Oh shit.
You pick up the phone, you call the local office. Oh my God, this guy's mentally unstable. Da, 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 da.
There it is. There
it is.
Yep. Just like what was
Not saying that either one of you 2 would, we just look at each other and go and walk away.
Pretty much how it says. Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's called being an adult. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, right.
That was like the one person in Beloit here, what was it, 2 days ago? Where at 2:00 in the morning, someone's calling because he's stabbing himself.
I don't know, but there was somebody that walked into Quick Trip on 51 with a self-inflicted neck wound.
North side of Janesville.
Yeah.
No, it was on 51.
It was
it?
on 51 Quick Trip, yeah.
I think they came out of the trailer court. Shocker.
Was it self-inflicted?
There is a group home down there.
I remember hearing about it. I didn't hear about it being self-inflicted, though.
There's a group home that is self-inflicted to the neck.
So it was
They walked away from a group home. That's a crap.
if it's that group home, it's the group home attached to the halfway house. Especially if it's up. Don't kill the dog.
Okay, here we go. Let me see what it. Cause that was one I was
The dog
gonna
or a hippo or
read
what?
tonight, but it was just like, ooh, let me see. And it's only about,
No, I
So here we go.
was curious about it.
This was on the 28th. A resident of an area group home walked into a Janesville Quick Trip Sunday with a self-inflicted slash to her neck.
Oh, it is self-inflicted. Okay.
Police Sergeant Benjamin Thomas said the person received medical treatment and was reported in stable condition after walking to the Quick Trip at 3123 U.S. Highway 51
Yeah.
near the intersection of State Highway 11 on Janesville South Side around 6:30 p.m. Sunday. No additional information has been released.
100%. If it's coming from the group home, it is the halfway house.
That's a hell of a walk.
Not really.
Mm-mm.
It's not that bad of a walk.
You gotta go past the airport.
That's the closest halfway house there is, or the
Yeah, I know.
closest group home there is.
That's the only one I know of on that side of town.
That's what I'm thinking is because there's the other ones on the other side.
Oh, there's a shitload of them on the other side.
That's why I'm like, I think it is.
But I don't know. Well, I know there. No, that's the biggest one I know of, unless there's a. I mean, that one's pretty obvious when you go by it.
Pretty? Pretty?
I said pretty obvious, not pretty. I mean, it's obvious.
Oh, no, I
The
understand
big
what
cement, the big brick gate in front of it. It's,
you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, now I worked there. I'm well aware.
But I know there's a couple of.
Fuck this dude.
I know there's a couple of residential.
Mhm.
There's a
Group
few, but I
homes.
don't know if it's on that side.
No, they're more up towards where the old Studio B was.
Yeah.
More so behind.
And they're not going to walk that
more so behind on the other side of 51 than
on
my side of 51.
Yeah. Because they would have to walk that far with not getting seen. Yeah, no.
Well, I couldn't really see him walking from the other one, but I mean, hey,
You could cut through some of the farmland back there.
yeah, but that's still.
I never said it wasn't going to be a trike, but
They're gonna go through that construction site.
oh yeah, that's construction site there.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that. I don't
Stop and play around a mini golf on the way.
Mhm.
know. Who knows? She might have cut herself on the way there.
And then tried to walk to get her blood pressure up to
Maybe she regretted decisions. She was having a depressed moment, regretted decisions. Did it, and then regret.
Do it at
and
the home
fuck.
though where somebody's there.
Where she got
Supposed to
kicked
be
out.
someone there. Doesn't
Point.
mean they're always someone there.
Oh God, no.
Point.
That's why we had to walk through at night.
Yeah, but the staff is usually there.
No,
That-
there's a few hour empty window
Where there's no staff.
because
Yeah.
it was empty. Because not empty, but like they're short staffed. And it makes sense why they're short staffed.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but yeah.
Yeah, they treat their
Tell me,
employees like shit.
That's saying it nicely. Ah!
Anyway, moving on. So now we're going to Cali.
Yeah, sorry. Totally off subject.
But that's par for the webcam for our podcast.
Normal. Her reports.
Exactly.
So, I actually watched this police video on YouTube. Again, I watch way too much court shit on YouTube, and if I ever died over something that's not natural and cops have to pull my phone, I will be fucked. Just letting everybody know. My phone has so many
Mhm.
murder shit. They'd be like, "Is she okay?" Is she not part of something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. But this one is Turpin children still living in squalor 4 years after the House of Horrors rescue, despite donations. Okay,
Why do I feel like I should have heard about this one at one?
this
Some
happened
point.
How can you
around
not hear about it?
2021. Okay, I did not watch. Did not. The Escape from House of Horrors on Hulu. It is a
I
thing.
actually think I have that bookmarked.
Actually, you
Just
did.
I was
I
one
haven't seen it.
half-assed morning. I'm like, well, that looks interesting. Ad. That looks interesting. Ad.
I do that through
I just
Discovery,
haven't.
too.
I just haven't gotten back around to it.
That's what I do with my another one, my Netflix account.
Slapping the beef.
Oh,
Beef. You're slapping something.
Makes good armrest.
poor mistreated thing.
But we're going
Oh,
to.
Xena, good baby. You good horse? You remind me of Marmaduke. Not quite as big as Clifford, but Marmaduke.
Scooby Doo.
Marmaduke.
Scooby Doo.
Hmm?
Scooby Doo was a great name too.
Mm-hmm.
They look more like a Marmaduke.
In that, yeah, because she's black and white.
Marmaduke.
She filmed me.
I wanted to buy that new book. It's got a picture of Clifford on it. There's a cat in a tree, and Clifford's got the tree pulled down, and the cat's about right here. It's called Clifford Launches a Fucking Cat.
And do it. But no, we're going to Paris, California. This is going to be after suffering unspeakable abuses and depression.
Go lay down, horse.
Depression. Fuck, I even know the word and I can't say it.
Bee.
That's all I know.
Moose.
At the hands of their own parents. The Turpin siblings, it seems. Turpin.
Turpin. Turpin.
Yeah.
MOUSE.
Hot dog.
Fuck you.
Oh, damn.
Maybe later.
Oh, baby.
Mm-hmm.
They were on the path to a new life, a future with resources needed for a fresh start. To make up for the years they
OxyClean.
were locked away from the world. Yeah, okay. Now, nearly 4 years ago, so it would be before 21, 4 years.
Around 17.
Yeah, I couldn't do the math.
16, 17.
Just because I work in fraud don't mean I think about math. After authorities rescue 13 Turpin siblings. 13.
Sounds like you and Tech Bitch.
Hell, I ain't having 13 kids. You got me fucked up.
Talks about more
You
like
got
my
4.
I am done.
honey. So like all my aunts and uncles on my sperm donor side. There was originally 13.
You got me fucked up.
The Dirty Dozen.
Well, that's what happens before internet.
I blame COVID, but this was during COVID when they got arrested.
Well,
You
there
cannot turn out 13 kids in 4 years.
I'm just saying, I would have said that.
Well, no, because you got to stay 6 feet apart.
What? You know how many people, there was like a baby boom because of COVID. Are you kidding me?
It was like prime time.
And the worst
candidate.
part is, Navi was literally born a few months before COVID. She was my only child. I didn't have to work. But now her year is just, you were a COVID baby. Not really, but yes, she was.
You were on the cusp.
That poor child.
Of the worst modern pandemic ever. Hi, Boo.
We need another one. I don't want to go to work anymore. I'll work from home. That sounds great.
I can't.
I can't either.
You don't work.
You know,
Yeah, I do. I take care of your ass.
he still does that at home then.
Huh?
Except
She
the only
still does
difference
that
is
at
I
home
don't
then.
get paid. I get no vacations.
She does get to sleep most of the day though.
And who watches the cats so you can sleep?
Wait.
during the night?
You don't get any vacations. You can't drive. I'm sorry.
Actually, I can. You only need one good eye in the state of Wisconsin.
But you also need to make sure you have.
There are days where I go out to the range by myself, thus giving you a day home alone on a vacation.
That's not a vacation. I'm not home alone.
Apparently, the cat's a pain in her ass.
No, it's a roommate.
Can't help that either.
You want a vacation one day?
I'll never get one because I can't afford it. Not in today's economy.
That's not true. You could always go spend time fishing somewhere, and it doesn't cost anything. Maybe the
We'll
fish
get our
goes-
fishing licenses. I'll drive you somewhere, drop your ass off, and come back and get you in a couple hours.
I don't know if that is going to help you at all, but I'm just going to let you know.
No. I gotta worry about being stung by bees, falling in a hole, drowning myself.
Drop her
Because
off at a library.
now I might get lost in a book. You might have to.
There's a creepy lady.
I'm just saying because it's free.
She does kind of have that librarian look, though, right now, with the way her glasses are down.
I'm trying to help you, not bury you. If you're not helping,
No, he's not.
I'm trying.
Don't be sorry. Be you.
I'll work on getting you a vacation.
You can put a
No,
tent
don't
outside.
want it.
Make sure you have all the fog for the mosquitoes and everything. Put the little stakes up that have the mosquito repellent.
Just a minute.
And guess what? You can sleep outside for a night. There's your vacation.
With the mute raccoon that runs around. The two that were climbing up onto our roof one night, and I got video of them.
Mutant raccoons.
Big fucker. I think I still got it.
Mom?
What?
Sometimes I love having video doorbells.
You never seen?
You get all kinds of neat shit.
Should no one ever.
If I had video doorbells in my, I'd be scared.
Oh, the drunk goofballs that showed up that day.
No, those are the raccoons. The two raccoons on the front
The
porch and the
raccoons on
one
steroids.
the
you
one
mean.
climbing up the.
They're on steroids. I haven't seen raccoons that big since I moved out of Janesville away from the Greenbelt.
You ain't that far. But the worst part is, okay, to be honest, there's a raccoon that lives over here that does it.
And then this
He
was.
keeps going to my fucking trash.
We had a
Bastard.
fox run through the side of our yard.
Oh, you got the fox
He
that
prances.
shows up.
That's a fox.
Well, if it's right there, it's not moving.
Oh, you gotta probably hit the. He'll come in from the left.
Should no one ever.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at this.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm like, okay.
And then we have them continuing to across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, just going for the nightly stroll down the block.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
We're
So-
in California.
the 13 siblings were saved. They were subjected to brutal violence, deprived of food, sleep, hygiene, education, health care, advocates, and country leader assuring the siblings and a concerned public that help was on its way. Everything was taken from them at one point.
Mm-hmm.
They were confident in given what they have been through and how resilient they were going to be really successful, said Jack Osborne, the court appointed attorney for 7 adult children. 7 of them. After their parents' sentencing in 2019, 2 of the kids who ranged age 2 to 29, their promises were falling flat, unfortunately. So that prompted people to donate over hundreds of thousands of dollars to the kids.
Okay.
And now the Turpin kids are actually speaking out, saying they had no resources that they were promised.
Yeah, the parents probably sold it on crack or something.
Parents are
Come here, Xena.
actually...
Yes, I said your name. You're being mellow. I'll pet you. I remember when you used to not like me.
Or come near you, or much less look at you.
Yeah, the Turpin parents are named David and Louise.
Okay.
They are both serving life sentences in California Penitentiary.
Bees of fish.
Mm. Oh, your nose is wet.
They're healthy. Is it cold too? Healthy.
So they pled guilty to 14 counts for the abuse
But there's 13 kids.
over several decades of their 13 kids. Correct. I don't know how they got 14.
Yeah, we need to make it an even number.
Probably. Fuck knows.
Because, I mean, it's California. Those 14 whatever could end up, being like 3 days in jail because it's California. But now going by the new law, if they're 16 or 17, they could have rented them out for sex and they could have made more money.
The kids are 2 and 29, so...
Well, I'm sure there's a 16 and 17-year-old in there somewhere.
There's 13 kids, yeah. Somewhere in that mix.
They could have rented out the second oldest too.
That'd be 29, though.
Dude, check him out.
How many kids are there between the 16 and 17-year-old and the 29-year-old?
I don't know.
So they could technically be the second to oldest. There's too much information missing.
Too much information, period. I don't want to know.
I know it's kind of disturbing, but
Welcome to my life. My life can be disturbing too. Enjoy every minute of it though.
I know. Why do I keep hitting that one?
I don't know. Why do you?
Damn. But David and Louise Turpin.
Yeah. Dude looks like a strung out He-Man from the 80s. He-Man cartoon.
Interesting.
He's the same fucking haircut.
I
Yeah, it
concur
does.
It's
with
a
that.
Karen Bob haircut.
Why is that so accurate?
Because I'm old. I know a few things.
That was my aunt and uncle's name.
Karen and Bob?
But
And I got
I'll
my
tell you
sister's
why they got
cousin
14.
named Karen.
Why did they get 14?
The Turpin family first lived in Fort Worth,
Okay.
Texas, till 99. Then they moved up to Rio Vista, Texas. In 2007, they moved 10 of their children into an isolated trailer on the property. Only 10. Well done. David and Louise took the two youngest and left the rest of the children to defend themselves and fend for themselves. Okay? And bringing groceries on a weekly basis, but not enough to feed everybody.
Lord of the Flies.
No shit. One of their daughters, Jordan Turpin, age 6 at the time, stated there was a lot of starving, and she resorted to eating ketchup, mustard, or ice. It's actually kind of rough. After that, the family left Rio Vista property in 10, and the neighbors at that time found feces and beds with rope ties to them, along with dead cats and piles of garbage. Fortunate for the cats. Cats had nothing to do with this.
Dead cats. Well, there's a food source.
Sit right. In
Why don't
2004,
you sit in your chair?
Hey, Kevin.
in 2014,
Cousin
Turpin's-
Kevin? Hi, Cousin Kevin.
So in 14, they
Want to see my
moved to
nipple?
Paris, Texas, California. Jesus Christ.
Only you, dear.
Neighbors
I'm not
reported the
caffeinated or
children were
medicated
silent
enough
unless
for that.
spoken to, which would be nice to ever have, but no.
Like, I got a girlfriend like that, too. But...
Be nicer.
Like children who their only defense was to be invisible. The less they say, it's better. And they would rather skip than walk and appeared malnourished and pale.
I'm pale.
Rather skip than walk.
Like they have a limp.
He says, hey, peeps and peepettes.
And then
What?
hey, peeps and peepettes. Like the nasty Easter food.
Oh, I love peeps.
They're fucking gross.
Oh, they got
Fucking
Dr. Pepper
awesome.
flavored
That
ones.
is
they're
fucking
awful.
gross.
No, they're actually not bad.
They're good.
I
My
think you have
cat
issues.
eats them. Come on.
Oh, your cat has issues.
Well,
In
we
more
knew
ways than
that.
one. I know. Look at it. Look at the owner.
See? Owner, not me. I'm just mom.
So then, hold on. The children did not spend all their time in captivity. Photos emerged of all 13 children visiting Disneyland in Anaheim, California. The boys were dressed in matching Disney shirts and Disney t-shirts. David and Louise had the affinity for Disney and the park. The vanity plates on the couple's 2 cars said Disneyland and DL forever.
No, the only way to eat a peep is to give them all to me. I'm my mother's child.
You're fucking gross.
I am my mother's savage daughter.
David and Luis were planning on leaving California to move to Oklahoma right before their arrest. And Jordan,
Allergic
that's
to
original
peanuts.
6-year-old,
Yeah.
who's not 6 anymore, but 6-year-old at the time, that is when she overheard and it was time to break out and call the cops. So in 18, Turpin children have been planning their escape for more than 2 years. On January 14, 2018, 2 of the girls left the house through a window. The younger girl, 13, became frightened and went back.
I could see that.
Jordan, at the time, was 17. Got some distance, called 911 on a deactivated cell phone she brought with her.
The only thing a
Nice.
deactivated cell phone is actually good for. Unless it's
Sure.
a paperweight.
No, any deactivated cell phone will call 911.
Yeah.
That's why it always scares me.
I know.
Because
Take the battery out of it.
She plays games on it. She plays Among Us.
Can't do that anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The House of Archer. Forgot about that. But hold on. She told the dispatcher that she and her siblings were being abused by parents, that the smell of the house was so bad sometimes she could barely breathe. She stated 2 of her sisters and 1 brothers were currently chained to the bed. The first officer arrived. Jordan showed photos of the house on that phone. Then they decided that same day to do a welfare check. They answered the door. The sheriff's department said that Luis was perplexed as to why they were even there in the residence. Inside, they entered the stench of human excrement, decaying garbage, dead pets, and moldy food. With every surface covered in trash. Later, they found the other 12 children. 1 had been shackled to a bed 4 weeks. And it appeared 2 others had been shackled until just before the officer arrived.
People don't need to read for days.
How can people fucking do that to their kids?
I can be so cold.
I'm sorry, but sometimes I think people should have a license to reproduce.
Yes.
How can someone be so cold and heartless for something they brought a human life into this world?
Yeah, I know.
Much less carried for 8 months.
Well, it's like
7 to
people
9
that-
months.
It's no different than people that walk out on their kids. How the hell can you? I can understand if you're having. We know a couple people that have been in situations where they've had to give their kids up for adoption.
I feel like that's different, though.
What's that?
I feel like that's different. Than
It
just-
is,
It's
but
circumstances are different.
but to willingly walk out of your kid's life and not want anything to do with them.
It's beyond me.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, when I first saw this case, the video, I was kind of.
I think I actually have this one bookmarked. And I think I started watching a few minutes of it, but I just couldn't.
You gotta be.
Yeah,
Well, no, it just started off. If it's the one I think it is, if I can remember the cover picture of it, I thought it was good, but it apparently it started. I think it was called Escaping Hell House.
Yeah.
Okay, it started off dry.
You can get into it.
But
This is why I watched the actual police report first. I obviously haven't watched it.
see now, since
You
we're
know.
covering this, I look at it with fresh eyes.
In better perspective.
If that's what it actually is, the one that I was started to watch, if it actually is about this case, now I know
What you're going into.
it's. I hate to
why
say it
it's
like
slow.
this. It's going to get better.
Better, but you'll have better understanding why.
Well, but what I mean is, right now
Yeah.
it's just it's so slow and so dry. It's like
Because you didn't know what it was about.
right,
So it could have been a fake story.
right.
And unfortunately, it's not.
And I don't mean it by getting better with what
Yeah.
happens to but it picks up. I don't know.
You don't wanna
I
get
see
your
what you're
riled up
saying,
right
but I don't know
away.
how to explain it anywhere.
Yeah, I don't either.
So
It's like a very boring movie when it first starts.
Honey, you're using the miniature horse as
Oh,
a
yeah.
footrest.
I'd be there.
But I mean, like I said, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it just starts off. There's no backstory. It just starts off with
Boom,
two
there
kids
it
getting
is.
ready to go to school.
But they never went to school.
Now
I-
let's get backtrack later.
Again,
on.
I watched a few minutes of it and I'm like,
It could be them getting ready to leave.
saying they're going to school to go call the police. Yes,
There could be a different way. I don't know.
yeah, like I said, I
That's it.
didn't. If it's the one that I did start to watch, I will have to go back and because the cover art caught my attention.
But with this one, 7 kids at the time were over the age of 18. 7.
And you would,
And that's where the 29, which is bad because the cops all thought they were under 18.
Now there.
so they looked like they were okay.
So here, the parents imprisoned, beat, strangled, allowing them to eat maybe once a day, and bathe them once a year.
Ugh. Oh, that had to
I
be
freak
right.
out. I get mad
Understatement.
because, again, my daughter has autism. It's hard to get her in the bath. All right, I freak out when she doesn't get 2 baths a week.
And a sponge bath in between, providing you can catch her on the run.
Hey, I've been working with brushing her teeth, and we're finally getting that every day, so I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I will deal with twice a week.
I go every other day.
The thing is, autism's different than normal people,
Yeah, I know.
so it's rough.
I'm just saying I try to go every other day because
Yeah, which you should. You fucking work. Smelly ass.
but I don't. I work, but I don't work. Unlike your husband who works.
He sweats like a beast too.
He's a workhorse.
Yes, he is.
So do
Until
I.
he
I mean,
gets
I
home.
sweat like a beast too, but I sit in a air-conned factory all day.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, I don't. I do most of my sweating at night and on my way home from work.
Oh, I.
Or that you're inhaling cat hair from the cat on the bed. Stop walking on me.
So the oldest
Why
child,
don't you walk on me?
the older child, appeared much younger because she weighed 82 pounds, and she was 29.
I want to lose weight, but there's better ways of doing it.
Well, when you're
That's
only getting
not the
fed
way.
once a week,
Noted.
If you're lucky, hold on, if you're lucky, the 12-year-old child had the circumference equivalent to that of a 4-month-old baby.
that's like Auschwitz camp type skinny.
Yeah,
Like- That one.
No, that's smaller than that one.
and when they talked to Jordan, and you could hear the difference in that call, or when they come up to the house, or not the house, but where she was so limited on her vocabulary, she didn't know what medication was. She is 17. She didn't understand. She knew the police were there to help her, but she didn't understand what they do. She knew she was limited on everything.
So it's kind of like she's.
Giving up on.
Well, I know, but now you got to look at it.
She's 17 with the brain of Navi.
Right.
I love my daughter, but
And now you have to worry about.
fucking everything.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to put this. The only way I can think of saying is culture shock because she's been so.
Fucking life shock.
Well, yeah, but
But yes,
extremely sheltered to the extreme.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say sheltered.
Hidden from the world.
Isolated. Because sheltered, I feel like at least you know things.
Noted.
Isolated, it's like Tarzan coming out of God knows.
Watch out for that tree.
With his loincloth,
Pretty much.
which probably wasn't a loincloth at all.
No, Michael, probably a leaf.
Probably
But-
had
It
to
ain't a
shave
pine
it
cone.
and to shave it.
So they got 12 counts of torture, 12 counts of false imprisonment, 7 counts of a dependent abuse to a dependent adult, 6 counts of child abuse, additional charge, which is where the 14 came from, lewd acts on a child under 14.
Incest.
And probably
Firing squad.
or pictures of a child. I don't know.
Eesh.
But he told California
Said,
that he was teaching they were in homeschool private school.
they weren't getting their education, period.
So true.
Mm-hmm. That is just so.
Wrong on so many levels.
Yep. So they got life in prison with the possibility of parole in 25.
They did it once, they'll do it again.
Experts believe they'll never actually go. They'll never be released.
Wait, is it California that they're getting charged in?
It's in Cali.
Capacity.
They're gonna slap on the wrist. They'll serve 10. They'll be out.
Well, they're not allowed to have any contact with children.
That does not going to stop them from trying again.
The 2-year-old, I think, might have a shot.
Unless the kids have changed their names and they've been adopted out, which they probably.
With security measures in place, yeah.
I know some are still in the system because of the age. Don't know if they're adopted out. The oldest ones still have the same name.
They what?
They still have the same names.
That's the first thing I would do is change my fucking name.
Hell yeah! Fuck out of that.
I'm stuck in their pouch. Doesn't help Fang's action keeping me there.
I'm gonna say, that's not gonna help you because this is what he does.
How can
I don't know what.
someone do that to their kids?
That I do not know. I
That's
do not
like
have the answers
people
to
who-
I mean, all three of us are parents. How can we, you know?
If anything, my kids will probably say I tried to overparent them.
Rather over than under.
Yeah.
I over disciplined their father under disciplined. I brought
But
them up
look
the way
how you
I
were-
was. You had a crack on your butt, but no marks. Now, what they listened for 6 months in my care anyway.
I have.
Well, that's like when you watch some of these ER shows, right?
Mhm.
And women who give birth, they don't associate the baby as theirs. But that's like a PTSD or postpartum thing. I've never experienced it.
Yeah,
Stop beating your dogs. Sorry.
the little one is playing a game.
But she's playing Minecraft, so please understand. She just
Don't
beating her.
think she's physically beating the dog. One's
I mean-
over there, one's under my foot, the other one's in the corner. They're sleeping. Like a big fluffy log.
He drools.
So do I, but that's beside the point.
I've
I've been waking up lately with a little puddle of spit under my left foot. Janelle's in there.
Navi, come here.
Go party? Go party.
Okay.
She must be done. That's amazing.
Holy crap. She probably had to shut that faucet off. Her Navi. Whoosh.
Did you at least finish?
Yes.
Good.
Only tinkled in ocean. I'm like, ew,
Well, you know,
there's two
sometimes
oceans.
you
I ain't have to take a crap bowl of. Not yet. I
Same.
want the ass splasher for that. I want to be stuck outside doing that one again. Poor shitter. I ain't have no ass splasher.
they know how I feel at work. Navi, go wash your hands, sweetheart.
Wash your hands, baby.
Please.
Thank you.
And yeah, I don't know how you can. I mean,
I can't.
have there
I
been
can
times when my kids were younger, have I thought about knocking them into next week?
Well, parent hasn't.
I know.
I
But-
mean, if Jamie's still on, I'm not sure. But Jamie has a son just 2 years younger than me. I'm 100% guaranteed that woman has thought about knocking him smooth the fuck out within the last 2 days.
Oh, is that good, huh?
Shit, I think about knocking him out.
Okay. But I mean, but there's a difference. I mean, we're talking, you know, these people starved their kids, and
I don't know how you can starve your child. Granted, my
when
daughter,
they're a teenager, maybe, because it's like, Jesus Christ, the food bill never goes down.
The
It goes
bottomless
up.
pits.
Up.
The bottomless pits of food.
Unless you're lucky and you get one that's kind of picky, and you know what
And that's a blessing in disguise and a
it
curse
is,
at the
but
same
it
time.
isn't.
I gotta remember, I got one of each.
And you're
I
right
got
in the
the
middle.
bottomless pit, and then I got the bottomless pit / the picky one, who has certain food she'll eat all the time versus stuff she won't even touch. But yes, she can put away a medium-sized pepperoni
Something
pizza from
else.
Domino's to herself.
wash your hands, baby girl.
But Mom,
I'm trying to figure that one out. The ratio to
yeah, I don't know. I don't know how anybody can.
so like the ratio is this. I get a thing, but nothing else.
I mean, I don't know how people can do that. I really, much as I love doing this show, I really hate cases like this. But I know
Because it breaks my heart.
it's a fact. It's a fact that
Once you're a parent, there's no going back. Whether it's
right.
a human child, a fur child, or a dog parent, cat parent,
Yeah.
guinea pig, bird, or whatever in between. Or even a sloth parent, if you will.
Yeah, I was telling Drinkwitch that, you know, I love doing the show, but man, when we hit cases like this,
It's
don't
hard.
I don't like doing it.
And that's the worst part because, like, in each situation, you're always going to have the bad, worse, the ugly.
Right.
Right. But,
This is just bad, worse, and ugly all in one.
yeah, well, we had our first ever case, that Kelly Bates, will always be stuck in our minds, man. The poor girl got her eyes carved out, and she still didn't die. It took her 2 extra fucking weeks to die. Hell no.
And then there's ones I forget. Sam Elliott. I don't like these cases, but I know that we have to cover them because they are out there.
And that's the worst part. Sometimes you look at parents, and you think, oh, they might be really good people, and then you don't know what goes behind some closed doors.
There was one that I was researching, and it was so disturbing. I just went right by it.
Yeah, Bubba.
It was for
Oh, you're
one of the
gonna be
nights
my
I was
buddy?
going to do it, and I'm like,
You can be my
yeah,
buddy.
no.
There's
Do you?
cases I've said the same. But, like,
Yeah.
I've had to
Dog driver.
disassociate myself
Drive her
from the
over,
case.
mom, not me. You big.
I understand that.
And it's not easy.
I've
No,
spent
no,
many years
no, no.
disassociating
I
myself
love you,
from
doggos, but you don't need to be on my
reality
life.
when I was
My life
running
ain't that big.
EMS.
Oh, hell no.
I'm.
I would like to reach out to one of my cop friends here on the force in this
Thanks, babe.
lovely ass town. Joking with that. He's only been on the force for like a year.
Really?
I would
Does
love to
Laura
reach out to
love
him.
me?
Can I reach out to him? Yes, I have a cell phone number. Yes, we still text. Yes, he almost hit my car. I'll give him shit for that for the rest of his life. He was in the cruiser, and it's like slipped him. It just happened to be my truck, and he hit the brake before he hit me, obviously. But I went like this. And I text him. I'm like, really? And he goes, "You're lucky it was me." I'm like, "No, fuck you. You almost hit me." So I understand. I get along with a lot of bullets.
We went back
Because I got pulled over in the van after that incident because I had to take that to work for some fucking reason. I don't know why. That's the halfway house of loveliness. But my tag was in the wrong spot, so they pulled me over. I'm like, well, tell officer blah blah blah. I almost said his name. Then I said hi because he worked the same shift. Just like, okay, I'll let him know. But that's the thing. Like, if you could treat them nice, they'll treat you nice. But I would love to have him on the show, just to be like, so. Obviously, you can't tell me about each case because it's legal. I get it. But how many times have you seen something like that? Where the parents are actually the one doing it.
And he would be able to answer
Without giving us details, yes.
Yeah,
He could say 15 since I've started. I already know when he started. He's been on the force for a year. If that number was accurate, I'd still say that's too fucking much. I know he pulled somebody outside of my house before.
gets done, comes over, knocks on the door. Can I use your bathroom?
No, he was pulling over someone that I helped at the halfway house. I saw the lights and I went outside and it was him. I'm like, you motherfucker. And I had to go pick up that person because they lived across the street too. I had to go pick him up. And he's like, this little small black guy, he looks familiar. Da, 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 da. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's Officer blah, blah, blah. He goes, yeah, how'd you know that? I'm like, bitch, you were at the same place with us. He worked with, oh yeah, that's why he looked familiar. You're stupid. He goes, well, he lost my keys. Literally, the keys were sitting on top of his car. And they left it there when he took him to the police station. But it was so fucking dark, you couldn't see shit. Obviously, you could tell that our street is dark as hell. But yet, there are lights somewhere.
You did.
Not on this block.
No, this block fucking sucks.
It's like, and then there's our block that's got like 7 of them.
Apparently, it grew 2 legs and went over by you because it didn't happen over here.
Hey, we got a retired judge.
Yeah, we got a retired judge on our street.
And then couple houses the other way, you get a Blake PD officer.
Yeah.
still doesn't stop from the fireworks over there.
No.
Fireworks or gunshots. I mean,
Oh, we play that Rosen game already at this time of year. No, wait a minute. That was last month. Never mind.
Yeah.
Either way, I still had to medicate shithead because she was going ape shit.
Yeah, that would be cool to try to get some police officers on here, or even EMS.
I know
Right.
0 EMSs. I know a Rock County sheriff. I know a deputy.
Now, Rock County Sheriff would be really interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Last name of our doctor. Her husband used to be a Rock County boy.
Oh.
I would hate to know what actually happens around Rock County. Again,
Yeah, sometimes you gotta let sleeping dogs lie.
Really?
County, I fucking would too.
What about it? It's so fun to poke it.
The thing is, we're not the worst there is. I could only imagine Vegas cops, bro.
Oh, that would be fun.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You go
Uh-huh.
on vacation, you end up on probation. I don't know. How do you look at it?
Well, it's like the new stupid city ordinance up in Watertown where Thomas lives.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. We got a new city inspector. She can kiss my white ass cheek.
Cannot vape, whether it's nicotine or not, or have an open cigarette in your hand, even if you're in your driveway walking up to your own house, or be within 25 feet of a residence, park, sports area, or even being on a pier at the park fishing.
Why?
People in their healthy lungs bullshit.
Oh,
There's a whole
hell.
thing
That's
on
probably
Facebook about
fucking
that.
great.
Oh, I'm gonna go through Watertown with a fucking cigarette in my hand in my car.
You can't even be in your own vehicle, the window down, and flick out the window anymore without being a
Well, I don't
fine.
flick mine out the window anyway. It's littering.
That's like, yeah,
You
technically
can't
that's
fucking
what I
find that.
Yeah. It's,
I don't
and,
know.
you know, I used to remember a time when cities could not have any laws stronger than the state. Just saying. Just saying. So you think Tech Bitch is good and drunk now?
I don't know. Alright.
Should I call him and order a pizza?
You could.
Do
There you
this
go.
Live on air. Tech Bitch is not with us tonight because he's at a kids-free
They
wedding.
left us to our own devices to be techie, to do
Whoa.
their job. What
They
could
said
possibly
it's
go
something
wrong?
to do with kids. It's her a more enjoyable environment. To be public health and creating more of an enjoyable environment.
You gotta be 25 feet away from any other people.
Prohibited 25 feet from designated public park and recreation areas. Unless specified by city agreement.
Yep. Which if you would rent out a pavilion, then you're allowed to.
You can't smoke it around heating and air conditioning intakes.
Or and this is out in the open.
Enclosed, open air, and temporary structures. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Park pavilions.
it's
You can't be by us.
Oh wait, those were closed during COVID too.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even carry a firearm in those.
Okay.
I've seen outhouses posted.
Mm-hmm.
I just sent your husband a message asking if he's drunk yet. Is he supposed to come home tonight?
Yes.
Then he's probably not drunk.
Not likely. See?
Yeah.
She said it. My son made a nice long post about that on that.
I want to know how much the fine's gonna be.
Yeah, that's what Tom was going to comment about. Curious how much it is, because out in that complex out there in Button Street Apartments, it's open air. You gotta walk dead middle of winter, 25 feet away from the building,
Fucking watch me quit
take
smoking,
two
bitch.
hits off of or a half of a hit off of a nicotine vape to go back in.
And freeze
Really?
your ass off.
Yeah, because you can't smoke outside, period.
And you can't smoke indoors anymore.
Yeah, like they're gonna tell me what I can fucking do in my house.
Well, you're
Bitch
They
better
let
have a
them
warrant.
I wonder if they would also go for the anti-nicotine.
Probably.
Thing.
Probably.
probably.
Sorry, dude. It's prescribed by my
They
doctor.
can, I'm smoking in my house. They have an issue with it. Line them up. I'll take you one by one.
Thing is, ours here in Beloit, our city ordinance, fucking lovely lady, she tried to get me for those couches.
Yeah, I know. Did anything come about that yet?
I had to pay the $187 fine, so that way Paul didn't go to jail. By the 1st.
Yesterday.
Mm-hmm. I paid it.
So when are you going to put the screen up and say, fuck them?
Oh, fuck, boy.
Oh, if you want to know how much the thing is, it's got the link in the article for how much the fine will be.
It's probably going to be around 187 for your first offense. Second offense, it'll be 500. Because no, we don't double, we almost triple the bitch.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's an automatic.
So wait, what you're saying is when we go to Watertown, we can't smoke in the car?
No,
Mhm.
you can't. You can't smoke in enclosed areas.
You can't have the window open because it would escape into the open areas of the open air.
Yeah, you can't have your window open. Oh, that's so stupid, bro.
Oh, they're going to have fun enforcing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cop is going to pull over every single person that they see smoking.
Someone's gonna hotbox. the
There's
fuck out
only
of a cop.
3 cops in that whole damn town.
And more than that,
Okay, 6.
8, at least 8 to 10.
Okay, 8. And how many people? How many
Who
people
the fuck is gonna
drive?
enforce anything in Watertown?
I'm just waiting for the Watertown Police Department
You know what?
to have a tape measure 25 feet out.
It's gonna be.
From another
It's
person.
gonna be. What it's gonna be is, it's gonna be a bunch of Karens. Oh my God, he's smoking!
Oh, you know what I want to do?
God, yes, it
You
will.
know what I want to do? Get candy cigarettes, go out there. I am evil. Just a little
Oh,
bit
I
evil.
should just go out. I should just go out there with my empty tubes, because I roll my own.
Yeah,
gotta
just
get to
air.
light
I'm
them.
just smoking
Huh?
air.
The empty
Whatever
tubes, you
you're
gotta get to
breathing, I'm
light.
smoking.
Which you could. The candies ones, they're not gonna light so well. Unless you paint it
But if
red.
it looks and it comes from a cigarette pack,
I mean, they did have some back in the day. They had some legit looking ones.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
They're being absolutely ridiculous about what it is now.
Yes. So next time we go through Watertown, I'm just gonna take an empty
tube and fuck around with it.
tube, put it in my mouth, and roll around and just like ash it like I'm ashing out the window. Oh, it's empty. Nothing there. Waste of taxpayers' money. Make sure I have my
I would say grab one of the Isas that look real, but never mind. They get in
make
trouble.
sure I have my phone on record, on video.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah,
Because you know how fucking annoyed they'd be. Be like, and there's my license, there's my registration. You can't get me for anything. Because I am partaking into your bullshit.
no, that would be funny. Drive by there, set it up, Facebook Live for us. Toss the camera on the dash. Oh, good afternoon, officer. Just to let you know, you're being broadcast live on Whiskey, Wine, and True Crimes. Here's my license. Here's my registration. What are you pulling me over for?
Technicalities, Wisconsin is a one-party
Yep, I know.
state. So you don't have to even say that.
I know.
Sorry, if anybody needs to know that.
Oh no, I know that. I have some recorded conversations on my phone that I knew about and other people did not.
That saves you from a lawsuit sometimes too.
Why do you think they're on my phone? Actually, they're stored off of the phone, but I can retrieve them pretty much at any time.
Yeah, too bad I can't get there.
What are you looking for?
No, I mean like, too bad I can't record some of the things I want to.
They have an app for it.
Oh no, I can't record certain conversations that I would.
Oh yeah, okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, I'm sure you have some pretty good ones at work.
Honey, off air I could tell you some stories. On air I can't tell you shit.
Right. I've seen that. Max, you just kind of melted into the wall over there.
Normal. That's a golden retriever right there.
Yeah, and the aircon vent is over there too, isn't it?
Mm-mm.
I'm fixing your collar, you horse. There was a tag hanging out of it. It was driving me nuts.
But that's all I had.
Yeah, so I hate these cases, but I know they have,
I'll have
to
to
be.
sit here and go through everything to figure out where it's at to see what's the find out.
There's gonna be there was that one case in Illinois not too long ago where I want to say the mother, or maybe it was a stepmother, one of the two, that killed their son, said that he went running off, he went missing. They found him a day and a half later, and she killed him. Like, there are people like that. There's people that are fucking nuts.
I'm going to flip your ears inside
Oh my
out
God.
and see how long they stay. Floopy ear.
They don't stay very long because she flew. She flew.
She was a good pupper. And I remember when she used to be afraid of me.
Remember when she was smaller?
Yeah, she had gotten a little taller.
Growth spurt.
Well, they don't live very long, unfortunately. But they're big, lovable lummoxes.
Oh, they're lovable.
And there's slobber everywhere too.
I don't know. I think my favorite lummox is that one, to be real honest with you. Sleeps like a cat.
He snores like a human. You not hear him?
Farts like you.
Or you.
Oh, the stretch farts he does.
Yes.
When she does it, it's poof.
How old is Zayna
Beautiful
now?
and poop.
Say, I'm 2.5 now.
She got that gray already.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Moose. Can I help you?
Oh, give her kisses.
You don't like wintergreen. We've been through this.
Might help your breath there.
Not
Zayna.
likely. She wouldn't like it. She wouldn't even come here and read all three of them. Because they got more potent.
So before we wrap up, just, take care of your kids.
Love them a little harder.
Yeah, love them a little harder. Hug them a little longer.
When you can before they protest.
Yeah. But, and remember, guys, if you want us to come to your place to do a live, reach out to us. If you want to come to our place and do a live with us, more than welcome. If you're police, fire, EMS, and you want to come share stories with us, we're open for that too. Because I've got some EMS stories, but nothing modern, so to speak. But maybe one of these days we'll do I'll have to mentally prep myself and I'll go down some of my most memorable calls, both good and bad. So,
I can't blame it.
but anyway, we're gonna wrap up for the night because I'm tired.
I get to go to bed without my husband, so that means I get a bed by myself.
She's going to the closet. The kid's gonna come out with a stutter.
No, this kid just finally fell asleep because he stopped moving.
But now you gotta get that one to sleep.
Fuck you. She has her medication. She'll be fine.
Cherry pie and some cherry flavored Benadryl.
Oh, this just made me
Kid'll
think of
sleep for months.
made me think of that whole, the old school grape.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that nasty shit. Anyway, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, so they'll be too.
Oh, no, I get the other side. There it is. There it is. Dog butt.
That's it for this week's episode. We hope you're good and drunk. Stay safe out there, people. Till next week, this is Whiskey.
Oh, we got her going.
Crime. Good night, fuckers.
We did it. We survived the show without Tech Bitch. It was rough.
It was rough.
I had it,
Okay.
but we did it.
I don't think I turned it off.
No, I get it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn it on. I'm just going to let them drain out all the way. You know?
That's fine.
Well, it's good to let them drain out, so to speak.
Just to see if, in case the battery ever starts to short out. Yeah.
Oh, Drink Bitch or Tech Bitch says he's only had one. Oh, nut pop. Oh. I know.
They, go brush your teepees.
Good night, everybody. How do I? Oh, there it is. And live. Clean up, everybody clean up.
Oh God. The ABC song of Barney Must Die. My son learned this 6th grade. That's why I send my kid to public school for. Kind of entertaining.
Update and shut down. Let's see here. How do we do this one?
I don't know, how do we do that?
And
Let's
good
say
night,
end.
Tube of the U.